Today, as you guys may be able to tell, I have somebody else here with me. This is my beautiful friend Taylor. She is here today with me to be my model because I decided to do a prom makeup tutorial on somebody else because why not? We did a very, very soft glam makeup look, something that's really universally flattering on a lot of people. I feel like this makeup look will just look really great no matter what eye color you have, no matter what dress you're wearing, it's gonna work. So this makeup look was also made by using only drugstore and affordable products. You do not need to have really expensive makeup to create a really beautiful look, and that's what I want to show you guys today. So I really hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. Thumbs up if you want to see more tutorials on other people. Leave me any suggestions that you guys may have in the comments down below, and of course subscribe if you're not subscribed already. So if you like to see how to get this look, then of course keep on watching. Okay, so Taylor has oily skin, so I'm going to be using the MILANI Prime Shield Face Primer. It's a mattifying and pore minimizing primer. If you have oily skin, definitely use a mattifying primer or a pore minimizing primer, but if you have dry skin, use something that's a little bit more hydrating. I'm really just gonna concentrate this mostly in her T-zone. For the foundation, I'm going to be taking the MILANI Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation in number 02 Natural. This is a really, really nice foundation for photos. It doesn't have any SPF in it whatsoever, so it's not gonna give you any flashback. And it's also just really good for combo skin, dry skin, oily skin. It's just an all-around really, really, really good foundation. And then going in with a clean, damp beauty blender, I'm going to start to just pat that all over her face. I would say this is also a really, really nice medium to full coverage as well. So it's really gonna cover up everything without like that much product caked onto the face. Make sure to also blend the foundation down the neck just a little bit. You do not want a demarcation line. So now we're gonna start with her eyeshadow. So for her primer, I'm gonna just take some concealer. This is the NYX HG Concealer, and this is in the shade Beige. So the first color that I'm gonna go into is Latte by Makeup Geek, and I'm going to apply this right above her crease, and this is going to be your transition shade. So now I'm going to go into Mocha, which is a very, very deep, sort of like a neutral brown shade. And I'm going to go into my MAC 217, very small amount of this. I'm going to start to build this up into her crease. Okay, so now once we have that like soft wash of the color, I'm going to start to build it up. So I'm gonna go in tiny, tiny, tiny bit heavier with the Mocha color to really start to define that crease and outer corner. But I'm still not going in too heavy with it, because again, you wanna build this up slowly so that you have a really, really nice blend. So I'm going in like windshield wiper motions and then really small circular motions to blend the color as I go. So now I'm gonna go into Bada Bing, which is very similar to Mocha, except this has a little bit of a shimmer to it. And I'm on a little like very, very dense pencil brush. This is the Sephora Pro Precision Smudge Brush. I'm going to pack this mostly on the outer corner of her eye, which is really going to elongate her eye. It's also gonna add a little bit of shimmer there as well. So I'm first gonna place the color so it's not gonna look very blended at all. Open. To have her open up her eye so I make sure that the placement is exactly where I want it. Then I'm going to go back in with my small little blending brush and then blend. So because we placed down that Mocha color as well as a Latte shade, it's gonna make that blending very easy. If you find you're having some trouble getting a really smooth line, then you could always go back in with a little bit of Latte or even a little bit of Mocha to help you blend out that line. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Mocha on my blending brush, like a touch, to help blend that out just a little bit. And always go back in with your fluffy brush to buff out everything. Like when you think you're done blending, blend some more. Okay, I asked you guys on Snapchat what lid color to use, and basically a lot of you said to use this shade, which I totally agree. I think it's beautiful. This is called Fringe from ColourPop. I think this is great because it's gonna go with every eye color, every dress color. It's just gonna be universally flattering on everybody. I'm just gonna press my brush into the eyeshadow and then press this all over her lid. This does apply best with fingers, but to be honest with you, my nails are too long, so I can't really do it. I'm also taking my finger and I'm gently lifting up her eyebrow so that I could get really, really close to the lash line so there's not like a empty space. And you could see how much that color really just opens up her eye and brightens it up. And like this color is so pretty too because it's neutral. It's not too silver, it's not too gold, it's really right in the middle. I'm gonna take Corrupt from Makeup Geek, which is a black, and I'm going to just use that right on the outer corner and then blend that out. I'm gonna do a really, really soft wing, and the reason I'm doing this before the concealer is so that I could clean it up with concealer in case I need to. So I'm gonna first like press the eyeliner to her lash line so that you darken it up really, really nicely. And you wanna have them open up their eye when you're doing the wing so you can get the general direction, and then you have them close and you finish it off. That's exactly what I wanted. Soft, not too dramatic, perfect. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my makeup wipe, and I'm going to very gently swipe underneath her eye. She has a little bit of fallout. Now I'm gonna take some of my NYX HD concealer, put some on the back of my hand. I like using a brush like this. This is actually not a synthetic brush. This is a goat hair brush, but it's nice because it does absorb most of the product, so it stops you from being too heavy. Especially underneath the eyes, you can get really close but still being gentle, because sometimes a sponge could be a little bit invasive. So to highlight just a little bit, because this is just only slightly lighter than her skin, I'm gonna put some down the bridge of her nose and onto her forehead, a little bit on the chin. And I'm gonna blend that in with my beauty blender. And her skin is looking pretty freaking flawless, if I say so myself. I'm gonna take my NYX HD finishing powder, this is in the banana shade, and just press that underneath the eye very lightly, and this is gonna brighten up a little bit because it is a yellow shade. I'm going to set the rest of her face as well, and for that I'm gonna be taking my RCMA No Color Powder. So I would normally use a puff on a client, but I don't actually have one right now, so I'm gonna use just a really big fluffy brush and just pat this on the rest of her face. And this is just gonna give her a really, really airbrushed look. So for the eyeshadow underneath the eyes, it's gonna be very, very simple. I'm just going to take a little bit of Latte on a small little brush. This is my Morphe M506. And I'm gonna sweep this from the outer to inner just to add a little bit of a shadow there. And then I'm gonna take a more precise brush. This is my Morphe M515. I'm gonna go back into Mocha. I'm gonna define just at the outer corner to really sort of accentuate the outer corner and pull the eye out even more. So I'm gonna go into Rapunzel. It's really pretty because it's a creamy shade, but it has a little bit of a sheen to it. So I'm gonna pop that right on the inner corner of her eye. And because like there's so much sparkle on the actual lid, you don't really wanna bring too much attention away from that. I'm also gonna put some of this on the brow bone. So now I'm going to finish off the face and then we'll finish off the eyes. I sort of like jump around between the two to give the eyes a break, especially if you're working on somebody else, it could get a little bit irritating. So to bronze her face, I'm going to be taking my Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. This is a beautiful bronzer. There's a little bit of a sheen to it, so it's really pretty. I'm gonna take a fluffy brush, my MAC 137, and I'm going to lightly bronze with this. Putting it on her forehead, cheekbones, jawline, down the neck. Now I'm gonna go into contour using my NYX contour palette. Really gonna very lightly just contour her cheekbones, temples, and forehead, and jawline. Look at that. It's just very subtle. Adds a little bit of definition there, which is gorgeous. For her blush, I'm gonna be taking a Makeup Geek blush, and I'm going to be taking this shade over here, Infatuation. Put that on the apples of her cheeks and just blend it backwards. This is Romance from Makeup Geek, and it has like a peachy pink sparkle to it. It's really pretty. I'm just gonna apply that to the apples of the cheeks, so smile. Yeah, it just adds a little bit of a pop there. So I'm gonna be taking this ColourPop highlighter. This is in Lunch Money. I'm just gonna pat that right on top of her cheekbones in like a C shape. I'm gonna put a little bit also on the bridge of the nose and on the Cupid's bow. I just finished doing her lashes and this is what they look like. And now all we gotta do really are the lips. I'm gonna be using Maybelline Blushing Beige. It's a really, really pretty nude. And then I'm gonna be taking this Intense Butter Gloss in Tres Leche, which is just a really pretty dark nude, and it's gonna darken it up a little bit and add a little bit of a gloss. We almost forgot the brows. Holy shit.
I thought you were saving them for last.
Well, I guess I was. I am just going to quickly brush through them with some brow gel. This is MILANI Easy Brow Tinted Fiber Gel. Just gonna brush them up. I'm gonna take this NYX, this is the Micro Brow in Espresso, and just fill in her brows. So I just filled in the brows very naturally. I didn't wanna make them too crazy defined, but I just wanted to, you know, fill in any sparse areas and just accentuate their natural shape. So that is it for the finished tutorial. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Big thumbs up for Taylor coming on my channel. Click that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already, and let me know what you thought in the comments. And if you're going to prom, I hope you have a really, really great time, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Bye. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today's video is going to be all about the brand new Kylie lip glosses. Now, I just